I don't know what's going on. She was...
Did she leave you a voice message or something?
Yes, I just... Somebody got her.
Did he show you this voice message?
It sounds like she's choking, and there's a person talking at the end of it.
Okay. No, somebody got me and killed her, really. I don't know.
She's been gone too long.
Was she like this?
Her hands were tied up and a cord was around her neck, apparently.
At around 5 p.m. on July 27, 2022, in Aberdeen, police received a 911 call from a young man named Hector Ortiz, courier urgently requesting medical assistance for his girlfriend, Kayla Hamilton, who was 20 years old. Emergency responders and officers arrived immediately.
Where's she at? She's
Inside. Take her right. The ambulance is right here. I don't know what's going on.
Hector had just returned home and found Kayla lying on the floor, her wrists bound. She was unresponsive. While he had been at work earlier that day, he had received a disturbing voicemail from her. Investigators would later believe that the recording captured the very moment Kayla was attacked and murdered.
Who's this?
It's her. She called me, but I don't know what's going on.
What time did she call you?
Hang on to that. 1 second.
What time did she call you?
11.
11 a.m.
Yes. She's so weird. She is weird. Really bad.
Sheet or anything? Are you good?
I think we want to keep her uncovered. Uncovered?
Yes.
Yeah. And I really need to get information. I don't have it.
Okay, I'll take care of all that. Yeah, I'll get all that. Can you find me a driver's license or something? Because
Yeah, I'll try.
With having language barrier, it's just easier for me to be able to get that information.
A language barrier quickly became a major obstacle. Many of the residents in the house spoke only Spanish, making the investigation and even informing people about Kayla's death much more difficult.
Yeah, she had a mail or driver's license for the information.
She don't have any.
Yeah.
What's her relationship to you? You don't speak no English? What's that?
A little bit English.
A little bit English?
Okay.
Does he speak English?
We can. Yes.
Okay.
We've already pronounced yours. I'm sorry to break it to you. Okay. ¿Qué pasó, Kiki?
Está muerta.
Do you have an ID?
I'm sorry, buddy.
I'm sorry.
Do you have a Spanish speaker?
Not on right now. Is that your sister?
It's my girlfriend, my fiance.
Your fiance?
Yes.
What's her name?
Kayla.
Kayla.
Yeah. Kayla Marie Hamilton.
Is she like anything, like any kind of heart problems, any kind of breathing
No.
problems?
She has autism, PTSD, something like this.
She has PTSD?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's normally, so
Okay, so here's your question. Does she take medication for her PTSD?
no.
Okay. Does she use drugs?
No.
It's
No,
just a
no.
question I have to ask.
2 years. We be together for 2 years. We don't do nothing drugs.
Negative bro. No reason for her to want to use anything like that?
Does Kayla have an ID? A state ID?
Yes.
She has a state ID?
But I don't want to talk about it right now.
I got you.
Come on. You can't do nothing.
No, there's nothing to do. She's been down for too long. Do you
Estaba abierta la puerta. The door was open.
listen, I don't speak Spanish, so I need you to communicate with me in English, okay? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I don't speak Spanish, so I can't communicate to you in Spanish. Only English. Can you look at me while I explain things to you so you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. We went in, and if there was anything that we could do to bring her back, we would have. But listen to me. She's been gone too long. Okay? So she's been gone too long.
It was at that moment Hector truly realized that his girlfriend was gone and that she would never return.
All right?
There's nothing we could have done. I'm sorry.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, I just want you to understand. Do you have any questions for us that I can be of any help to you?
According to Hector, Kayla had been diagnosed with high-functioning autism and relied heavily on his support. Whenever he left for work, he would close the door behind him. Kayla would carefully lock it, even placing a towel under the door for extra security. Once she felt safe, she usually stayed inside the room until Hector returned from work. If she ever heard someone knocking, she would call Hector first. She almost never opened the door except on laundry days when she needed to take clothes out to wash them. That morning appeared to be one of those days, but Hector was busy at work and couldn't answer his phone. The call went to voicemail at 10:59 a.m. The recording lasted only a few minutes. When Hector listened to it later, he could hear only faint voices.
Did she leave you a voice message or something?
Yes, I just.
What did it? Is it in Spanish?
Nothing.
Or?
It's nothing. She don't say nothing. Somebody got her.
Can I hear that? Did he show you this voice message?
He did.
Okay, it's just like screaming. I don't know if it's screaming or.
It sounds like she's choking.
Yeah.
And there's a person talking at the end of it.
Okay.
But her phone doesn't seem to be here.
Okay.
I'm having them ping it.
What's that?
I'm having them ping the phone
Phone. Okay.
just in case. I don't know. Hopefully whoever.
I was gonna say, are we gonna like seize this phone or? At the end of this voice message, did you hear like a voice at the end of the voice message talking?
No, somebody say like a core or something like this. Core.
Cord?
Yeah. Core. Yeah.
Hector tried to help investigators piece together the timeline. He also wondered whether he might be considered a suspect, and police could not rule him out until his alibi was verified.
Somebody knocked the door. I know that. And she coming and laughed. So, see who it is. When he saw the guy or something like this, she called me. So she was having time to call me. You understand? So she called me. But I didn't answer, so I know somebody got to 11.
Was that 11:03 today or yesterday? Was it 11:03?
Today. I just coming home. I take it.
This morning.
The corn was around the neck.
Yeah.
And I take it out. I try and give her a breathe. Understand? No, she didn't answer.
Good.
Other residents of the trailer said that when they returned home, the side door, which was normally locked, had been left strangely open. That suggested the killer might have been someone familiar with that entrance. And in fact, one resident was missing a teenage boy who had recently moved in. Almost no one in the house knew much about him.
Nobody knows this guy's name? Nobody knows the guy's name?
No, I don't know.
What does he look like?
Huh?
What does he look like?
John, like me.
Sure.
John,
Maybe Sando.
a little bit more, but it's skinny, little, how God, that little bit, like my.
It's here, maybe coming late or I don't know.
When I come in, he go.
So when you came right here,
When I come in the work, he go.
When you coming from the job.
The other side is zero open. He come in.
so I guess the laundry room has a door on the back side of the house. Okay. So that's what they're saying, that door was open.
Perhaps he was new and unfamiliar with the rule about locking the doors. Police needed to find him. He might hold an important piece of the puzzle. As more officers and detectives arrived, they secured the area and began processing the crime scene. Unfortunately, Hector had unknowingly disturbed the scene earlier when he removed the bindings from Kayla's wrists and took the cord from around her neck. Any fingerprints on those items may have been smudged, making later DNA identification more difficult. Other items, including a rummaged purse, Kayla's clothing, and her personal belongings, had to remain exactly where they were so investigators could properly process the scene. Meanwhile, a patrol officer noticed another trailer in the area that had multiple security cameras installed. Those cameras might have captured anyone entering or leaving the property. Around the same time, police received a call from the landlord who owned several of the trailers. She told officers that the young man who had recently moved in was currently at her house. Detectives were immediately dispatched to speak with him. Kayla's phone was also tracked. The signal showed it was still somewhere in the area, but the search radius was too wide to pinpoint its exact location. Investigators believed the phone had likely been discarded, and to this day, it has never been recovered.
Possible suspect, right over there. Like right around the corner.
Jesus Christ. What?
Yeah, I think it's the, it might be the roommate or something that they found. I don't know. They're actually, so they just found a potential suspect right down the street. So that's where all the detectives went right now.
Okay. Is that good? Transfer her to my truck. All right, just take him over, back over to the truck.
He's going back to your truck?
Back to my truck.
Yep. Got it in your pockets. Any weapons? Knife?
No hablo inglés.
Oh, I got you. Did you already search him?
Yeah.
Okay, he's good.
After officers brought the young man back to the scene, other witnesses reported seeing him wandering around the area earlier that afternoon. Because of that, investigators decided to bring him in for questioning. His name was Walter Martinez. At that point, he had not been told that he was considered a suspect, but it was obvious he knew police were surrounding the property. Then investigators noticed something strange. Hector said Kayla's phone was missing while his own phone was still there. Yet there were several other phones left in the room. If this had been a robbery, why hadn't the thief taken those? Debit cards, gift cards, and plenty of loose change scattered on the floor were also untouched. Only Kayla's wallet, which contained $6, had been emptied. By 8 p.m., Martinez was still sitting alone in an interrogation room, while detectives reviewed the neighbor's surveillance footage. The video showed a young man entering and leaving the trailer multiple times throughout the day. That morning, he left for work. After Hector left for his job, the young man returned. Later, he left again and came back around 11 a.m., right around the time Kayla was attacked and killed. About half an hour after Kayla's desperate call for help, he left the trailer. No one else entered during that time. The video also showed a vehicle arriving later to pick up Walter. Police quickly identified the car as belonging to his half-brother. The brother said Walter had called him and asked to hang out. He claimed he was trying to quit drinking and using drugs and wanted to turn his life around. Two men picked Walter up. They ran a few errands and eventually stopped at a Target store. Inside, the other two bought snacks and drinks. Walter chose a small pair of earrings that cost less than $6. He paid with 6 $1 bills, the exact amount Kayla had in her wallet earlier that morning. Around 2:30 p.m., Martinez returned home, put the earrings on, and went out walking again. Meanwhile, Kayla's body was still lying in the back bedroom of the trailer. The evidence was still limited, but investigators could place Walter at the scene during the time of the crime. As officers continued processing the scene, forensic experts reached several conclusions. Cause of death: strangulation using a phone charging cord. Kayla had also been sexually assaulted. DNA testing would be needed to confirm whether Martinez was the killer, but the process could take up to 6 months. Meanwhile, Martinez remained in police custody for questioning. Because he did not speak English, investigators had to bring in an interpreter.
How long have you been in the United States?
3 to 4 months.
And do you remember where you came into the United States? Did you have family up here in Maryland, or how did you get here to Aberdeen?
Okay, so tienes familia aquí en Frederick? Sí. Okay. His family here in Aberdeen and Frederick.
Where's your family in Aberdeen?
Pero no me sé la dirección.
Okay. He es tu hermano, Kevin? So his brother Kevin lives in the same trailer park.
And what brought him to that house? How did he find that room?
So his stepbrother knows the landlord, the lady that owns the property, and that's how he was. He lives in this way.
Is there any reason he's not living with his brother?
He says he doesn't feel comfortable living with his brother, and on top of that.
He told detectives he had been living there for about a week. He worked at a warehouse stacking boxes onto pallets 3 days a week from noon until 9 p.m.
Who else does he live with at 3 Distinka Street?
Yeah, so it's this it's a couple, the married couple that was there, and their child, and then the other couple, the fiance and the woman. So that's going to be six people there, right? Okay. Yeah, so with the child, so it'll be 6.
Have you ever gone into any of your roommates' bedrooms at any time? Or have they ever invited you into their rooms?
No.
Yeah, he said he's never been into the room without their permission, or he's never been invited. The only time that he's had contact with them, he'll knock on a door to take their clothes out of the dryer so he can wash his clothes, the washer and dryer so he can wash his clothes.
So he's never physically been inside any other roommates' bedrooms?
No, inside, never.
Never.
Solo más la puerta así llegar.
Oh, just by the door, that's it. The only name he knows is Agustin. The 2 females, the child, and the other male, he has another name.
So you live with these people and they've never introduced themselves to you? You never talked to them in passing?
Yeah, he's just the only one that that he knows is the men. He talks to the men there, and he knows the other guy, the fiance, as Kike. That's like a I guess short. It's short for Enrique. Yeah. It's like a term of endearment.
And how does he know him by that?
Okay, so he knows him because, or he's spoken to him because Kike had talked to him about splitting the Wi-Fi bill, and he told Kike that he can't split the Wi-Fi bill.
How'd that conversation go? Was it like even-tempered, or did it get heated at all?
He said he was with his brother one time, and Kike offered to see if he can go on a pay, go half on the Wi-Fi. He said he couldn't do it. He's just going to. Kike tried to convince him, like, well, if you get Wi-Fi here, you can hook up a TV and get services too. He's like, I'm not worried about that. I'm just going to get a phone with service.
Could you just describe your day to me from the time you woke up to basically up until the time that you and I met?
He got up at 8. Okay. He made some breakfast.
Ahí la dejé en
Okay.
ahí la dejé en el
He
cuarto.
left the food in his room. So about noon, he got up at 8 and he made some breakfast, a couple eggs, 2 tortillas, and he left the house about noon. He said about volviste a tu casa? He said he can't remember if it's 11 or 12, but he went out with his brother. So about between 11 and 12, he was with his brother. They were going shopping for a computer. He does not know the name of the stores. He went to a store, another store, and he bought earrings. So the earrings he had on today, he had just bought them. He bought 3 pairs of his earrings, he does not remember the store, the name of the store, or where the store is. He said since he's new to the area, he doesn't know quite that.
What color were the other earrings?
Okay, yeah, so it's 3 pairs. All 3 had a gold color. They were gold color. Yeah.
Did they come in like any packaging or?
Okay, yeah, they come in packaging.
So after he got the earrings, then what?
So so between 2 and 3, he was with his brother and this other guy named Yarny, and so 2:30 to 3, his brother went to drop him off because his brother and Yarny worked together. Do you want?
Does Yarny have a full name?
He's not sure what his last name is or how to spell Yarny.
But he's friends with his brother and works on.
Oh, it's his brother's brother.
After his brother drove him home earlier that day, he claimed he put food in the refrigerator and then walked around a nearby park for about 2 hours. Then he asked detectives a strange question whether he would be able to return home that night because he had nowhere else to go.
So he has a question. He's wondering if he can go back to the room. He'll be able to live in the same place.
Yeah, probably.
No, pero sí, no hay ningún problema.
Does he wonder why does he ask that?
What, say it again?
Why does he ask that?
Oh, the reason he's asking because someone told him that one of the residents had passed away. So if she was in danger, he doesn't want to be in danger also.
It wasn't the kind of question investigators usually hear from someone who has just committed a murder. But Martinez showed almost no emotion, even though a young woman had been brutally killed in the same house.
Did you see Kike at any point today?
He said he never saw him today. He didn't see him today.
How about Kike's girl?
He saw her this morning around 8 when he woke up.
And where was she?
Okay, she was going towards the living room this morning at the class. She was walking out of her room.
And what was he doing?
What was he doing? Mm-hmm. He was doing his laundry.
So she came out into the common area and he's doing his laundry. Where did she go from there?
She went back into her room. And after that, he didn't see her.
He never saw her again?
Nunca la viste de nuevo?
No.
Evidence from the crime scene surveillance footage and the brother's statement gradually painted a clearer picture Martinez had become the prime suspect. Information from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security revealed that Martinez had previously been detained at the Mexican border while seeking asylum as an unaccompanied minor. He was later allowed to travel to Maryland to live with a sponsor while awaiting immigration proceedings. He claimed human smugglers had transported him from El Salvador through Mexico, and that his family had been threatened if they didn't pay money. Because he was still a minor, Maryland law required that he be placed in child protective custody rather than held in jail. Police warned authorities that Martinez might be connected to a homicide and should be separated from other minors. But without DNA results, they could not formally charge him. Finally, 6 months after the murder, the DNA results came back. Martinez's DNA was found on Kayla's body and in her underwear. During those 6 months, Martinez had been placed in a group home with other children and attended a nearby high school with about 1,400 students. He was later transferred to a foster family and eventually removed from school due to behavioral problems. Martinez was arrested on January 15, 2023, this time as an adult and charged with murder and sexual assault. While awaiting trial, Martinez sent a letter to a friend unaware that all inmate mail is routinely monitored. In the letter, he admitted that he had previously committed 4 murders and several other crimes, and claimed that he was a member of the gang MS-13.
A letter that we received from the Harford County Detention Center where the defendant made the omissions that we spoke about in our press release, that was really what changed the course of this in order to sort of transition this from a trial to a plea.
When investigators checked his background in El Salvador, they discovered that he had already been documented as a member of the gang at just 16 years old. MS-13 is an international criminal organization known for drug trafficking, human trafficking, prostitution rings, extortion, and murder. With that evidence, there was no escape. On August 21, 2024, Walter Martinez pleaded guilty to killing Kayla Hamilton. Martinez was sentenced to 70 years in prison, followed by 5 years of supervised release. If he is still alive when his sentence ends, he will almost certainly be deported from the United States. Prosecutors believe that in the voicemail recording, the final words heard may be Martinez saying, "Lo siento," Spanish for "I'm sorry." But by then it was far too late. Kayla's family later filed a $100 million lawsuit against the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, arguing that officials allowed Martinez into the country despite knowing he had tattoos and a record connected to MS-13. But no amount of money could ever bring Kayla back.